Covering COVID now for the first time ever, more than 1 million new cases of COVID have been reported in a single day here in the U.S. And in Oklahoma, that number of new cases just under 4,000.
Let's go to News 9's Tevis Hillis. She is live at OU Health with how those experts in our state are now addressing the spike. Tevis?
Well, in just a few hours, the Healthier Oklahoma Coalition will meet to discuss the rising hospitalizations along with what they expect 2022 to bring. Now, what their largest concern right now is everyone going back out after the holidays and how quickly those infection rates are rising. According to the CDC, nearly 87% of all new COVID cases in Oklahoma are the Omicron variant. Health officials say Omicron is airborne and spreads rapidly. But for people who are vaccinated, you might only experience cold-like symptoms. The CDC says COVID symptoms can appear 2 to 14 days after exposure. Right now, many testing sites are pushing their testing capacities. You might be waiting to get a test, but health officials urge you, if you feel sick, stay at home. Most students here in the metro are back in school today. OCU Law will be going virtual for the first 2 weeks, a storyline we saw at the beginning of the pandemic. As for OKCPS, they will be back in their buildings required to mask and quarantine after exposure, whether or not they're vaccinated.
I would highlight that out of the Northeast, where they're seeing lots of kids in the hospital, they're virtually all unvaccinated. So again, parents, please think about getting your kids, if they're eligible, vaccinated.
And that meeting with the Healthier Oklahoma Coalition will begin at noon. I will be listening to bring you the latest later today. Live in Oklahoma City, Tevis Hillis, Oklahoma's own News 9.